Home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Coral Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fair catch, called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you... statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster, and I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he's looking downfield. Still on his feet. Pulls it in. It's Strickland. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, what a move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Toss sweep to the right. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Got the back over the middle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Owens. Throwing right. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quarterback will keep it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
and they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
LSU 7, Texas A&M 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Texas A&M 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Spins away from the defense.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Game, make them feel you, keep them off balance.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it.
Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Now on the option. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. The pitch. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 4 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Texas A&M, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Offense getting set for first down. Using his legs, it's Everett. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score LSU.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
First and 10.
And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
LSU 35, Texas A&M 0.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Owens. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 13 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Averill. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
LSU 38, Texas A&M 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking for a man. It's Owens. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
On second down, looking to throw. Getting some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Everett. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Using his legs, it's Everett. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bulldozes him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 38, Texas A&M 15.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got the first down, looking for more. And it's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Pulls it in inside the 10. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The option look. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.